Okay, welcome to the infield portion of the gimbal boot camp. So now we're out in the real world. This is a busy street. We're going to be walking through a market. There's lots of chaotic stuff going on around. This makes it a lot harder to shoot with a gimbal because it makes it harder to maintain situational awareness. There's physical safety to think of, and of course you want to get beautiful shots and you want to tell your story. We're going to be taking the lessons that you learned in the controlled demo environment and applying them out in reality. So let's get started. Anna's going to walk around and explore this area, and I'm going to film some shots of her. First shot we're going to try to get here is Anna walking down this sidewalk. And this may seem like a fairly simple shot in concept because she's just walking and I'm just filming her with the gimbal. But it gets a lot more complicated in reality because this is a narrow sidewalk and there's all sorts of stuff I could trip over. So I'm going to take you through step by step how I plan out this shot. So the first thing I'm thinking of though is there a path for her to walk where I can also walk with the gimbal? Is there a place where I'm not going to trip? And I see that around me. It looks like the sidewalk's okay. I'm also checking the crowd density. So are there people standing in my way? And the third thing I'm going to check out is the lighting. What angle do I want the light to be at? So I'm looking at the sidewalk and I'm seeing where the sun's falling and I'm planning a shot that takes me along that route. I got my A7 III camera here, 10 to 18 millimeter lenses on it, wide lens, makes it easier to keep framing. So now she's backlit. Backlighting tends to be flattering. Now let's see what would happen if I shot at a bad angle for the light. Okay, here is flat frontal lighting. Totally unflattering. She's squinting. And my shadow and my cowboy hat, this would definitely ruin the gimbal shot. Let's go back to the flattering angle. Second thing I'm looking at, what's a good path for her to walk along? Well, there's a lot of people right there. That looks pretty crowded. If I look down this way, it looks much more clear. So maybe we try for that little stretch that has sunlight. I am shooting in aperture priority mode. I'm just letting it set the shutter, but I'm gonna lock my exposure actually. Looks correct around here. So now my exposure is locked. Let's tweak that a little bit, make it a little darker. Yeah, my exposure is locked. I don't want it to fluctuate as I shoot. I'm in pan follow mode. Action.